Why? Why did they do that? I was totally happy. I was already totally good to go, you know? But they just gave me this extra thing. Hey, beautiful people, how are you? My name is Connor. You're watching ThrivingMinimalist.com. I wanted to tell you how Airbnb gave me $1,500 because it's a pretty phenomenal story. I guess it's really showcases what a badass business they are, and that I think is really worth mentioning on this channel, because I made a video about Airbnb maybe, I don't know, 8 months ago, and just talked about, hey, this is a great company, I've had great experiences, and I heard different types of feedback in the comments. Most were good, some were concerned comments, you know, well, what happens if you book a place and then it turns out to be a really terrible situation, or what happens if a booking falls through, or, you know, this kind of thing. How are you taken care of? How does the business kind of take care of you? And I have just a great story about this, because something kind of happened and they paid us a lot of money for it. And so I wanted to make this video both to commend Airbnb for taking care of me as a customer, and also just to let you all know, you know, that these businesses that are available to you that have great customer service are really worth investing your energy into and trying out, because there's a lot of stuff being sold to us out there that just, it isn't good. It isn't a good product, and it doesn't have a good business model behind it. And when I find something that really takes care of me as a client, I want to tell people about it. It's really exciting. So with no further ado, this is what happened. Is we were coming from Austin, coming over to Hilo, on the Big Island. There was going to be 3 of us living in the house, and so I was looking on Airbnb for 2 months, for a 2-month rental. And when you look on Airbnb for longer than 30 days, you tend to get discounted a pretty significant amount, sometimes up to like 50 or 60% of a discount. Now, all the discounts are arranged by the host. So the person actually renting the house is going to say, well, I'm going to rent my house for $150 a night, but if you book it for 30 days, I'll rent it to you for $75 a night. Something like that. So that was kind of the situation that I was looking for. Found a place. Now, there weren't that many available in Hilo, but I found a place. It was 5 miles outside of the city. It looked pretty good. It was about $1,700 for a 2-bedroom place. We had 3 people. It fit our needs. It was a little more outside of town than we wanted, but for the price, it was going to be worth it. And found out that there was going to be satellite internet instead of regular internet, so that was kind of like, ooh, but still, for the deal compared to other things, it was good. So I sent out a request and got it locked in for 2 months. Now, how that works is you say, I want it for this time, you send out the request, the host looks at it, if they want to accept it, they accept it, you know, within 24 hours. That all happened, everything was good, I was talking to the host, figuring stuff out, everything was set. 2 days before we were about to fly from Austin over to Hilo and move into this place, I got a message from the host that said, please call me, there's been an issue or something. So I called the host and they said, look, the person who's living in the place isn't going to be able to move out, but don't worry, I've got this other deal for you. You can move into this other house. It's a 4-bedroom, it's got 2 bathrooms. It's just amazing. I would totally live there if I could. You're gonna love it. The only thing is that a couple other people live there already, and you'll have to share that space with them. And that's just not a good deal. You know, that's just not what I signed up for. It's not what the other people I was staying here signed up for. We just really didn't want to live with other people, especially people that we don't know. So I declined that offer and just let her know, like, please, like, decline the Airbnb. And she did that. She declined it on the website. So we had 2 days. I immediately called Airbnb and I said, hey, you know, this is what's going on. Our Airbnb just canceled. We had booked it for 2 months. It just happened 2 days before. I'm not seeing a lot of options out there. What can you do for me? And they said, well, let's do this. You look on your end, I'll look on my end. We'll exchange emails and we'll get this thing figured out. If there's a big price difference, we'll try and help you out as much as we can. So that's what ended up happening is he sent me some places. I found a place that I really liked. I went ahead, told him like, hey, you know, this is the deal. It's $2,700 and we'd really like to have that difference covered. And I got an email back that said, well, we can do up to $650 of coverage. And at first I thought, hey, that's really good. That's a really good deal. It's a great place. The place is in town. Primarily, that's a big difference. It has a yard. It's got the really good internet. I mean, you can walk everywhere. So I was thinking like, okay, to pay like the little bit extra is going to be pretty good. But honestly, it would be even better to get the whole thing covered, the whole difference covered, so that we paid the same amount that we were going to pay for the other place as this new place. So I just emailed him back and I said, hey, I was really nice about it. This is the other thing. This is the other reason I wanted to make this video, is because, like, you know, in movies, you know, the hard businessman is always like, this is the final. You have no other option. You know, they're just very aggressive is what I'm trying to say. They're very aggressive, they're very hard, they're very mean, they're very cruel, and it's assumed that that's kind of how you have to do things in order to get things done in this area of life. And so I just wrote him back and I said, dude, that is an awesome offer. $600, $650, amazing offer. It feels really good to get that offer. I want you guys to know that I've been a customer for 4 years. I really love your company. This was a tough thing. There aren't many options. I feel a little bit stuck. And what would feel really good for me is to get $1,000, to get that fully covered, difference fully covered. And I got an email back and they said, no problem, we'll take care of it. So that was it. So they gave us $1,000, $1,000. That will cover the difference. So we ended up getting this really sweet place. I'm sure I'll make a video showing you this place later. It's an awesome place for the exact same price as we had originally booked. And we all got it figured out in like 6 hours. So yes, it was a little bit stressful that the host canceled like right on the cusp. And I had to figure this stuff out. But as far as these things go, I mean, it could not have gone smoother. It was awesome. It was really, really awesome. So I was just so grateful. I thought, that's it, you know, we're all set, everything's beautiful, good to go. And that was true. Except that the next day, I got an email from them that said, hey, so happy everything worked out in your favor, or that you're happy with it. You know, sorry about the inconvenience. Because you've been such a great customer, we want to give you this coupon for $500 on your next Airbnb booking. $500 free for the next Airbnb booking. So, I mean, why? Why did they do that? I was totally happy. I was already totally good to go, you know? But they just gave me this extra thing. And I'm thrilled about it because we book Airbnbs all over the world. All over the world we book them. And we often spend more than $500 at a time. So the $500 has to be spent all at once, all in one shot, you know, but that'll be pretty easy. And I have a year to do it. So if anyone from Airbnb is watching this video, I totally commend you on rocking your customer service, on really taking care of your clients. I've never hosted for Airbnb, so I don't know what that side of life is like, but as far as being a client of Airbnb, I've really just had magical experiences. What I can tell you is if you haven't tried Airbnb out yet, I can give you a code that will get you a discount. It will also give me money. So if you end up using the Airbnb, you can sign up like using the code, and then if you book something, they'll pay me because they're, you know, it's like an affiliate thing and they're excited that I brought them customers. And they also want to give you a discount because you're a first-time customer and they want to get you in and excited about Airbnb. So try that out. I'll put all the information in the description box. And yeah, I just thought that was a fun story to share with you all. I honestly think the key to this whole story, again, is just like being really nice to each other. I think we can get a lot more done being nice to each other. I know sometimes it feels like we have to be hard and say, no, this is what I need. So I know that comes up, but by and large, I think we could all just be a lot nicer to each other and get a lot more done in a way that feels a lot better. Much love to you. So great to see y'all. I'll talk to you soon. See you next time. Bye-bye.